The master of ceremony lifted the microphone again. Now, we will begin with the cultural questions segment. Each contestant will be asked a question about our Ubakala culture. The judges will score them based on confidence, correctness, and expression. The crowd clapped in excitement. Ngozi was called first. George, mention 3 special foods that are common in Ubakala. Ngozi smiled and answered quickly. Fufu, oha soup, and rice. The crowd clapped, but one of the judges shook his head slightly. Next was Amarachi. Judge, how do we welcome in-laws when they come to marry from Ubakala? Amarachi answered with confidence. We give them kola nuts and palm wine. We sing and dance for them, and we cook food to welcome them. The judges nodded slowly.
Chisom and Oluchi were also asked questions about festivals and traditional dressing. Their answers were okay, but not too deep. The judges gave them average scores. Then it was Good News's turn. The judge looked at her seriously and asked, Good News, tell us the different types of food we have in Ubakala and explain how we welcome our in-laws when they come to marry. The crowd went silent. Some people expected her to shake or forget her words. Ngozi folded her arms, smiling wickedly, waiting for her to disgrace herself. But Good News did something nobody expected. She took a small step forward, lifted her head, and spoke clearly. In Ubakala, we have many types of food that represent who we are. We have fufu and oha soup, akpu and ofe okazi, rice and stew, ukwa, abacha, and ofe ugu. We also have special palm oil rice that we cook during festivals. These foods bring people together. She paused for a second, then continued confidently. When in-laws come to marry from Ubakala, we welcome them with songs and traditional dances. We bring out kola nut, palm wine, and food to show love and peace. The women wear their best wrappers, and the men welcome the visitors with open hands. We believe that when you welcome in-laws well, the marriage will have blessings. The judges looked surprised. The crowd became quiet at first, then suddenly, loud clapping filled the air. Some elderly women nodded their heads in agreement. One man at the back shouted, "Correct! That's how our forefathers taught us." Ngozi's smile disappeared slowly. She looked at Good News with surprise. The MC raised his microphone and said, "Wow! That was a beautiful and complete answer. Give it up for Good News." The crowd clapped louder. Some even stood up. Tiamaka jumped up from her chair and shouted, "That's my girl!" Good News stood calmly, but inside her heart, she felt a warm light. All the days she had practiced in front of the mirror were not in vain. She had faced her fear and spoken boldly in front of everyone. When the first stage ended, the contestants stood side by side on the stage. The judges held their score sheets and whispered among themselves. Chief Agu leaned forward in his seat, watching them closely. The MC came back with the microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have decided. Only 3 contestants will move to the next stage of the contest. Their names will be called now. If your name is not called, it means you have been disqualified. Let's clap for all 5 contestants first." The crowd clapped. Tension filled the air. Ngozi kept smiling confidently, but Good News's heart was beating fast. The first person moving to the next stage